Hello, Sassy Paper Crafters. Welcome to my Friday Facebook Live. I'm Sarah Chatello, and I'm with Sassy Paper Crafts. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And today's project, I'm going to be showing you alternatives to the January Paper Pumpkin Kit Sending Hearts. These cards that you see here were created with the instructions in the kit. So it makes two different style cards, and today's versions look like this. These are my alternatives, and I'm also going to be showing you how to make this little treat box using the Lots of Love, I think that's what it's called, Lots of Love add-on kit for Paper Pumpkin. I'm trying to get my comments to come up, so please bear with me 1 second so I can find this video and see if anybody is with us. Well, I guess I can't see comments today because Facebook wants to be weird. Oh, there we go. Got it. All right. So the first card I'm going to show you how to make is this one. So let's get started with that. The Paper Pumpkin is an all-inclusive kit. It comes with everything you need to make the projects inside. And your first kit actually comes with a clear block like this. Mine's a little dirty. And you get the ink, the adhesive, all the things you need. Move that out of the way. We're going to start with that one. So it comes with card bases. I'm going to use the card bases in the kit. And then we're going to need to do a little bit of stamping. And I'm going to be using some new products from the January-June mini catalog today. And this kit came with Poppy Parade. I actually love this color. And when you take a Stampin' Spot, it's best to use it upside down so you know that your whole stamp is getting covered with ink. Oh. So my paper has two sides. I'm going to flip that over. Stamp. And I got a little bit down towards the bottom there, but that's okay because we're going to punch it out using the scalloped heart punch. And this is in the annual catalog. And it doesn't quite fit, but that's okay. We don't need it to. Punch that. And then I'm going to be using pieces from the kit. That's for our next card. I'll set that aside. And then I'm going to be using one of these die cuts. And I actually stamped from the stamp set. This is the stamp set that comes with the Paper Pumpkin. The XOXO in the corner. Just ink that up. And towards the bottom. And I use dimensionals that come with the kit on the back of the heart. Pop that up. And you could use the glue dots that come with the kit, but I'm going to use some Stampin' Seal for the die cut love. I just put that pretty much right in the center. Hello, Colleen. See you're watching. And I'm actually going to need to do a little cutting because I didn't do that part. So for this piece, we have to cut some black cardstock. I didn't write down the measurements, so let me get my handy dandy ruler. So this is 3 1/4 by 3 1/2, which means we want to go about 1/4 inch bigger. So we want to go 3.5 by 3 3/4 with our black piece. And let me just get some room so I can bring in my paper trimmer. So I need 3.5 by 3 3/4. That should layer on there perfect. If I turn it the right way. Yep, sure does. I like when things work out. I need that for a reference. So then I used the scallop little border that comes with it. I did not use that one. I used the longer piece. Did I? Nope, I used the shorter piece. I was right the first time. So I put a little bit of seal on the front of it. Actually, you know what? This would be better with Tombow. Hi, Ryan. Hi, Tara. Ryan must be done delivering for FedEx for a little bit. That's my fiance. Must be on a little bit of a break until his last pickup of the day. So we're just going to place it kind of so that it doesn't quite go all the way across, but that's all right. I like the Tombow because you can still, if I got it crooked or off-centered, you can still move it around. You have a little bit more time than with the seal. So I'm going to take the seal and run it along the back. Kind of center it. And then there was some really nice ribbon that came in the kit. And this actually happened by accident, but I liked it. I forgot to place my ribbon before I placed down my love. So if you want that ribbon a little more centered, just place it down before you put your heart on. I didn't, but I liked how it looked. Kind of like the heart was too heavy for the ribbon to hold. So I'm just going to do that and get my snips. And my trick for ribbon to get it to hold and to be placed where I want is Scotch tape. Take Scotch tape on the back, run that through. It's a little bit too low, so you can always move it up a little bit higher. Tape that on the back. Should have placed my dimensional a little lower, but you know what? Nobody knows what it's supposed to look like, so that's fine. And then from the January to June catalog, I have the matte black dots. I'm going to use a couple of those, and I can't find my take your pick tool because I have a kitten who likes to come and destroy my craft room, so I'm going to use a paper piercer. Just kind of randomly place those in odd numbers, so I like doing 3. Do that. And then all that's left to do is place our card onto the base. Take a couple dimensionals. I see Nina's on. Hi, Nina. Take the dimensionals and the backings off. My kitten likes to play with these too, so I have to make sure I really throw them away and not leave them on my desk. And then this is a little wobbly, so I like to take a bone folder and just crisp it out a little bit so it stays flat. And there is our first alternative project. So now for the second one, get those out of the way. the second one, we're going to be using the mailbox background, and I actually stamped the snail, but I need to clean my stamps because I am out of blocks. So just give me 1 second to do that. And I can talk to you a little bit about the February paper pumpkin kit, which I'm actually really excited about. It's Bouquet of Hope. And the cards in there look like they're going to be thinking of you type cards, hello type cards. And they just, I don't know, they look like they'll be nice ones to send out. Take these off. I don't need the big heart anymore. I do need this one. Then this will be my sentiment and my snail. So I think first I'm going to show you how I made the snail here. I used Memento ink and a scrap piece of Whisper White, which is here. And I don't know, I like the Memento ink. The StazOn does really well for watercoloring. But I like the Memento. I think it gives a crisper image. It doesn't smudge. If StazOn, when you turn it, your stamp a little, or if your hands are shaky like mine tend to be, it can smudge. So then I used Petal Pink Stampin' Blends and Poppy Parade to color my snail. So I'm going to start with the light pink. I like to color starting with the light to dark. And there are snails that come with the Lots of Love add-on. I just decided to color my own. And actually, when I created these alternates, I didn't have that kit yet. So I wanted to make my own little snail guy. And the stamp is perfect. I think it's so cute. Hopefully I'm in the frame and you can see that. So I took my light. I'm going to let that dry for a second. The blends tend to dry pretty quick. So now I'm going to take my heart, use the light Poppy Parade, kind of go into the shell a little. Then I'll go back in with my dark Petal Pink and give them a little shading, kind of blend in that Poppy Parade a little. And then I will go in with my dark Poppy Parade and do a little shading in the heart. I'm going to go back over it all with the light color. And I'm hoping I'm still live because I lost the video on my tablet. So if you can still see and hear me, give me a little smiley face or a hello or something so I know you're still there. And I'm not just talking to myself. Now I'm going to fussy cut them. And like I said before, my fussy cutting skills are not 100%. But we're going to try it. And the trick with fussy cutting, I hear, is to turn the paper, not the scissors. There's our little snail. And nobody's commenting, so I'm hoping, oh, I'm still live, it looks like. Okay, good. So I'm going to continue. Sorry about that. And now I need my Memento again, because we're going to stamp our sentiment. Sending love your way. And when I am done making these cards, I'm actually going to show you what I'm going to do with them. Because what good is making cards if you don't send them out? I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to take the new double oval punch from the January to June mini catalog. This one actually comes in a bundle. Oh, and I stamped that up too high. Well, let's flip it over and try again. And it punches two ovals at once. I'm not going to be using this one, but I will save it. I always save little scrap pieces like that. I'm going to take my basic black, I can pick it up, and punch an oval, scalloped oval out of that. And then the last part for stamping, we are going to come in with the little cute mailbox and ink up the flower and heart stamp. And stamp right by the little gold ones. And that is it for stamping. So now it's just about assembly and putting this together. Take my seal, and again you could use the glue dots that come in the kit. I just prefer the seal. You really don't want to sit there and watch me fight with glue dots. And kind of center that. A few dimensionals back. And then I like the mini dimensionals for small pieces like that, so I'm going to use a couple of those for this guy. I'm just going to put him, well, you know, before I put that down, I better put my ribbon on first. And take out this ribbon again. And my Scotch tape. And Tara asked if the mailbox comes colored or did I color it in. No, it came colored like that. It came, let's see if I have a blank one. I do, I just can't grab, oh here it is. So it comes looking like that. I added the Poppy Parade heart and flower parts. But those are some of the die cut pieces that you can expect in paper pumpkin kits. They like to cut out little pieces for you, so you don't need an emboss machine or anything like that. And then now I'm going to make what I like to call a faux bow. And see how well I can do this on camera. So you just take your ribbon. I like to do it while it's still on the spool. That way I don't waste a ton of it. Make your bow the size you want it. Trim your ends. And then now I will use those pesky glue dots. These are not the ones that come in the kit. The ones that come in the kit actually look like this. They're on a little plastic sheet. I'm going to use a bigger one though. Just take my paper, pierce it, and kind of fold it onto itself. Ball it up a little bit. Flip over my ribbon. And there's what I call a faux bow. It's not actually a bow to the card, because when I do that, I mess up that ribbon and it's just all bad. So now we can stick down our little snail. And our sentiment. And the last part is finding those little dots. There they are. And adding one. I can pick it up. The bottom. And then we'll add this to our card base. So I went with the Petal Pink card base from the kit. My bone folder. And I use dimensionals on the back of this one too. And the thing I love about these paper pumpkins is everything is so quick. It's so much quicker for me to open a kit and make a card with the stuff already inside than it is for me to come up with a design and create cards that way. My tail is a little long here, so I'm just going to trim that. And this card is finished. And next is our Lots of Love little treat box. And in mine, I put 2 fun size 3 Musketeers. And then you could tie this to keep it closed. It does open a little bit. But I just think that it's super cute. So let me show you what comes in that. So this kit is $10. It's an add-on for the paper pumpkin. And it comes with a few extra die cuts. These are the same ones that are like in the paper pumpkin kit. The snails. And treat boxes. And they are already cut and scored for you and ready to go. So I'm going to show you how to put that together. So I normally would use a bone folder on this, but this paper seems, it's a little bit stronger than designer series paper, but not quite as strong as cardstock. So I'm not going to use a bone folder on it. I don't want to tear it or rip the paper, although that might help it close better. And so this box is actually even a no glue box. You don't even need glue to put it together. You just take, well, if I fold all the lines up, it might work. You just take your tails there, tuck them in, and there's actually little holes in the bottom that you push the ends to. And these to me look like mini paper pumpkin boxes. And you just clip it into place, and your box is made. Super quick. And now we're going to do just a little bit of stamping. So I used one of these. I need to clean my stamps off because I need one of them again. I really love that heart and flower stamp, so I use that on pretty much all my projects. And the great thing about paper pumpkin too is you get to keep the stamp sets forever, and you can make other projects. So get some note cards and envelopes. So I used basic gray. And first I'm going to stamp my sentiment. I didn't clean that, but that's okay. I used the Be Mine. And all of the paper pumpkin stamp sets are photopolymer, so you can see right through them. They're a lot easier to stamp. And then I just kind of randomly stamped around the edges. And that's it for the stamping part. And then I took a little bit of ribbon and a glue dot to the top of the box. And yes, Tara, the paper pumpkin boxes, oh, actually, you know what? I don't think they do come with instructions for the box. But I'm giving you instructions so you can always rewatch this video if you get it. So I put a glue dot on the top of the box. I'm just going to kind of loop it around. That's too big. Let's go this way. Or not. There. And then just kind of stick it. I need another glue dot. My loops are just not coming together today, but I'll stick them down, it'll work. And these would be great little treat boxes to give to kids. I work in a preschool, so it'd be great to send home little fun-size candies for them, or there's all kinds of little, people like little gifts. I usually give them out to my staff at the school at Christmas time, things like that. I'm just going to cut. And don't worry about this part because it'll all be hidden. And then I'm going to take a snail. There's two different ones. Last time I used this guy, this time I think I'm going to use him. And I put a dimensional, mini dimensional on the back. No, I didn't, did I? No, I didn't. I used seal on him. My bad. I did use dimensionals on the sentiment part. I'm just going to stick him there. A couple of dimensionals on here. Hide that where the glue dots are. And all I added was a petal pink heart to the top. And these also come in the paper pumpkin kit. I just added a heart right there. And our box is done. Let me bring in the other projects we made today. There's this card. And the other one's up here. So there's 3 alternate projects using the January paper pumpkin kit. I will be live again tomorrow in my Facebook group, Sassy Paper Crafters. So if you're not a member of that group, I invite you to join it. And I will be using the Hydrangea Haven bundle. So if I don't see you guys online tomorrow, I will be back next Friday with another live. Thanks for watching.